The Upper Peninsula offers all sorts of outdoor activities, but would you know what to do if you get stuck in a severe storm? Local 3's Molly Holobeek has more about how we all can stay safe.
Residents of Upper Michigan might say that the weather here kind of has a mind of its own. Throughout a year, or maybe even a season, we've endured blistery blizzards and have picked up the pieces after destructive storms.
Obviously, severe thunderstorms are thunderstorms that have the potential to produce damaging winds, winds over 60 miles per hour that can blow down trees. They may have large hail associated with them, and then any thunderstorm is going to have lightning.
And because the UP is such a draw for outdoor recreation, it's important to know the signs of severe weather when you see them.
When severe thunderstorms occur, or even general thunderstorms occur across Upper Michigan, we realize there's a lot of folks that are in vulnerable places. A lot of people hiking, camping, fishing. And when it comes time, and hopefully folks begin to realize early on that they're either hearing thunder on the horizon, seeing the dark clouds gathering, all signs for them to say, I should start thinking about a sheltering location.
On the water, the biggest thing to look for is a drop in temperature, a change in wind direction. If you see dark clouds coming, head for shelter and get off the lake.
With a countless number of lakes and hundreds of miles of trails to explore, it's easy for outdoor activists to find themselves miles away from any sort of shelter. In the instance that a severe storm does break out, here's a few tips that can help keep you safe.
Unfortunately, sometimes you're stuck out in the middle of nowhere and you have no shelter to get to. You can't get into a sturdy building away from windows, and there are no vehicles maybe close by to you that will offer some protection. And in those times, you're just going to have to basically crouch down and make yourself a small target for lightning strikes, and then hopefully find an area where you're not susceptible for any trees that are falling and things like that.
If you're out just alone by yourself in the woods, try to find a small hill or something you can protect yourself or cover up if you have a backpack or some means to be protected from the wind and rain.
Some things to think about if you are outside in a severe storm. Water is a good conductor of electricity, so avoid any body of water. Despite our first instincts, staying inside a tent during a storm is not a good choice, seeing that most tents have metal framing. If you're close to your vehicle, use that as shelter instead. It's also best to stay low to the ground. Avoid tall, isolated trees, as well as fields and hilltops. Some things that you can bring that may be of use in severe weather: a rain suit and a change of clothes. If you plan to be on a boat, not only should you bring a life jacket, wear it and make sure it fits properly. Have a first aid kit and other safety gear like flares, a flashlight, and a whistle. And of course, always carry some sort of communication device like a cell phone or marine radio. But even with all of that in mind, it's always best to plan ahead.
Watch the weather, pay attention to the weather before you go out on the lake or out in the woods. For here on Lake Superior, if you are going out there, the best thing to do is check NOAA, check the marine forecast, and make sure that there's no storms coming in.
So we encourage folks to be weather aware, pay attention to the weather before they go out, know the days that there's a possibility of thunderstorms, and then obviously have ways to receive that weather warning information from mobile apps on their phone, weather radio, and just staying in tune with local media as well.
For Local 3 News, I'm Molly Holobeek.